right. This one's combine like terms. It's the third problem in the homework, and it's R.1.17 is the textbook name of it. A little surprised people struggle with this, but you'll get it back easy enough. What the heck like terms are is the first thing you have to recall. Like terms are terms, first of all, what terms are is they are essentially products of variables and numbers. And of course, if you got a number standing all by itself, that's also okay. Or a letter, a variable standing all by itself, that also can be a term. So basically, we got products of numbers and variables. And if those products or if those expressions have the same variables in them, they are like terms. So the two items that have M's in them are like, excuse me, pardon me. The two ones that have M's in them can be combined. The two terms that have N in them can be combined together. And finally, the two constant terms that don't have variables in them at all can be combined. So combining the two terms with M, you have 8M plus 5M. And one way I usually end up thinking of this is, well, there's 8 of these things called M, and then you have 5 more of these things called M. Well, there's a grand total of 13 of these things called M. More mathematically precise, but no more correct necessarily, is to just say, look, we have these two products here. We can just pull out the factor M, and what's left is 8 plus 5. That's distributive property. Something times a sum results in the same thing as taking that first item in the product, multiplying it by each of the items, and then adding them together. Okay? A times B plus C equals A times B plus A times C. Either way, this ends up being 13M. Over in the green circles, we have 10N minus N, which, again, we can have 10 of these things called N and take away one of them, or we can factor out N and we can re-express this as 10 times N times the quantity 10 minus 1. Either way, we end up with 9 N's. And finally, the two constant terms. In blue, you have negative 67 and negative 21. Okay, so we go back 21 steps and then back 67 more steps. That ends up being, well, think of factoring out negative sign or negative 1. 21 plus 67. If subtracting and then subtracting again confuses. And then you realize that is just 88 negative. So this re-expressed with the like terms combined is negative 88 plus 13M plus 9N.